So this time we're looking at Legolas from the Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring series of toys from Toy Biz. I'll have to be honest, even though he's got some great details, I think he's the weakest out of all the figures that I have. Now, just like all the other figures, he has some great detailing. Really a signature of this line. As I'm sure if you've watched my other ones, you probably know that I can't stop raving about these details. Details in the hair. You get this nice flowing effect of the hair, like he's in motion, whipping his head around or something. Some nice detailing on this part of the, I guess that's a leather jerkin, I think it's called. Little bit of silver armor, I guess, underneath there too. Just details like the belt buckles and the belt. His very intricate gauntlets, which incidentally are painted very well. I mean, there's a little bit of sloppiness here with the paint, but for the most part, very nice to get in those small, tight details. And that's also carried out down here on his boots to a lesser extent. The paint is not as good there, but it's still clean and not messy. His bow and his primary weapon, very nice wood kind of sculpt in there, along with, again, that gold detailing. Very tiny, but very nice and clean. It has this elastic band here, so you can pull it back and stretch it, which is kind of a neat little plus. You don't want to stretch it too far because it gets out of whack there. And of course, with a bow, you need arrows, so he's got them. Very, not as good as they could have been, but still nice. And it's cool that they fit in his quiver back there. Is also nicely detailed. Up here and around down there. And you can see that he has his would be his secondary weapons, kind of, his two knives, and they both fit into little holes in the back there. And they too bear some little details on there. Unfortunately, they kind of do get covered up by the silver paint. You can still faintly make them out. They also have some of that gold detailing too. Very cool. His gimmick, which involves his weapons. So let's see if we can get this in. His gimmick pretty much fails. I can never kind of figure it out just right. So he's kind of got this little thing where you have to squeeze his legs together and to get him into the position to use it. And there, it's supposed to be like a quick draw. You kind of have to, squeeze his legs together, put him in that position, and there. Yeah, so I mean, that's the best I think you're really gonna get. Yeah, so that's pretty much a fail for me. His head looks left and right, and a little bit up and down, but not really. It's also very loose, has like a bobblehead feel to it, almost. This arm is part of the gimmick, so you can move it, but as you hear from the clicking, it will trigger the mechanism. He does bend at the elbow and rotate at the wrist. That's it. He has no waist articulation. His legs do go forward and back, but are hampered by his, even though that's soft rubber, this really gets in the way of him. He does bend at the knee as well as at the ankle somewhat. This arm the arm goes all the way around, and it goes I guess in and out some. He bends at the elbow and rotates at the wrist. But the problem with this hand is that it's so oddly sculpted. If you notice this leather bit up here that extends over to his arms is one solid piece. So now in this one, to get the pose kind of right, it's just out of whack unless his arm is extended like so. Out of all the figures that I have, he is the weakest. No, I think there have been later figures of him that I've seen pictures of that are much better, and they've gotten away from the whole action feature kind of gimmick and focus more on articulation. Legolas was the son of Thranduil, the Elvenkind that's featured in The Hobbit, and he led the elves in Mirkwood Forest and encountered the dwarves that had enlisted Bilbo as their 14th member, and actually imprisoned them for a little bit until Bilbo freed them. Legolas was sent to Rivendell by his father to deliver the news that Gollum had escaped their custody. So that's why he's there, and Elrond selects him to be a representative of the elves in the Fellowship of the Ring. And like I said in my Gimli review, he's very distrustful of dwarves, so it's kind of strange that he becomes such great friends with Gimli. I always thought that was a neat touch. Yeah, there's lots of romances in this, in Lord of the Rings, and Gimli and Legolas are just one of them.